you can still become even more. That's what I was meant to tell you today. Actually, I was meant to tell you last year on this date as well. But I did tell you, or actually, Wilhelm told you, and that's what I remembered. There was a channeling session done on that day. It was actually a new moon on that day a year ago, and it explained everything that Wilhelm had given us. I would say given us because I'm just understanding it all myself. We never know who we're going to be when we come into this world, but we're supposed to make a difference. You are supposed to make a difference. You have something within you that was meant to blossom and give you this really wonderful life, and so that you could contribute to the world. And I was supposed to tell you how to live your best life, because that's what Wilhelm gave me all of these years. And then you start to understand that it's a progression that we go through in our lives that happens in our consciousness, individually and also collectively. But we happen to live during a time where we're moving through a big change in our world, which people think of as the big split or whatever. But Wilhelm says, well, that's when you're becoming your best self. And that's why they gave all the information to us through me. And then they proved it by having me turn out to heal in ways that I could never explain. And so yesterday, they told me to write something to show it to you. So it was something where I had to take ownership, which is what I was meant to guide you to do, because I know who you are. I know that you have this worth and value in you that's just waiting to be developed. And I knew that quite a long time ago, but saying it was a little more challenging because I had to believe, how did this happen? I never intended to be a channel or a mystic or a prophet or any of those things. But then I discovered there's some order in the universe, and that's how I received information, meaning that there was order in your life when you were born. Your DNA had a genetic code that meant when you came onto this planet, you had something to be developed that would make a huge difference in your life and in our world. And mine was to figure out a way to do that, and that's what I was given through Wilhelm, which I have turned into my work, turned into my online program. But there's an other thing that happened which I could not have known, which is why I didn't even know what I had. They were giving me information that was aligned with energetic changes happening in our lives and in the world. And that's what caused me to come into alignment and caused me to heal. It also caused me to be able to see what was blocking you because I was given that information. And when you go to the site in Advice for Today, you will see what I mean because it's all there. It is an organization of information over time that began in 2008, because that's to get us to understand that there are cycles that happen in our consciousness, in our lives, and in the world, and we're moving through one now where we're meant to move to a higher state of consciousness, and that's what this work does. And so that's why you can still become even more. But read the messages, go through them, and you will see that your mind will change. And that's what this work is about raising your consciousness to the place where you can accept who you are, understand your importance, your beauty, what you came to offer the world, because it's coming about now, and you're probably feeling it even on this day, because August 4th is energetically aligned to get you to awaken to who you are and start to accept yourself, and that is what I'm doing. And we also find that Wilhelm said self-acceptance will be our only challenge, and that is still true for you. But now you have a way to understand it, and it just came through Wilhelm because they gave it to me. See you soon.